This is Andy with the toy box. We took a cardboard box and put wallpaper on it, and it became a toy box. And that's the pad from her
There's Bambi.
playpen. Yeah. She's about 6 or 7 months, because it's still warm, so she had to be just a little, about 6.5 months. Because it's beginning of September, it was still warm. Otherwise, she'd have a heavier sweater on. You see the harness we used to put on, Barbara?
Yeah.
Oh, there's Marcia dancing. And there's
Andy.
There's Andy drooling away. She's about 9 months old there. She's about 9 months old. And Marcia is just 11 months older. That's Grandma Beatty. There's Aunt Libby dancing again. And we were in Shirley and Harold's apartment in Jersey. We were visiting. There's Uncle Jimmy. There's Uncle Jimmy Bednowitz. There's my Uncle Jimmy. That's Aunt Libby's husband. Judy, Marcia, and Andy. Don't touch my ball.
That's a balloon.
Oh, is that a balloon?
That's a balloon.
Don't touch my balloon. That was Aunt Fanny there. And look how wet she was.
She was
I had a
drooling. What do
bib
you
on
want?
her. Did she drool? She drooled a faucet. A dripping faucet. She drools so much, Barbara.
Eating a banana,
Is that what she's eating?
I think. It looked like a banana.
Harold's carving
cooking
another
again.
turkey. Maybe it's a leftover from the other one. We always had turkey. Yep. He was the first one that could carve the turkey that way. Remember, Jack?
Yeah. Nice baby, nice dolly.
Dolly's footy. There's Marcia. She finally gave up the balloon, no? Marcia hasn't. She must have traded her for the doll.
This bunch of pictures
And this didn't
didn't
come out. She's wearing a hat, a man's hat. And those were the walkers we had. What did you call those things? Look at that smile on
It
her
was
face.
a walking bike. In other words, you walked with it.
And you could
didn't have
push
pedals
it,
on.
and you took the handle off, and the child could run. It's like those things that they run around in now, you put them in.
But they make them out of plastic.
And that was out of metal.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Marcia and Judy's. I didn't buy a new one, they gave it to us. Oh, here's Barry
that's Reggie
Pierce.
and Barry Pierce.
It's my cousin Regina, my first cousin, and her son Barry. And Barry is 2 months older than Andy. He was born December 1948. There's Regina with her husband Mac. And there's Nanny. And there was just a quick view of my father. And there's Andy again. And look at Barry.
is looking at her.
And she cut a tooth the next day, and she didn't look well that day. There's her mommy waving me. You would never know it. Barry walked at 9 months, and we thought he was going to be so athletic. You see, Andy's unhappy. She's crying. And the next day, she had a tooth. It was probably hurting her. Look at her crying. Barbara, who does she remind you of?
I don't know.
As a baby.
Hallie.
Yes, when Hallie was very young. Yeah, No, she was, yeah, we didn't realize.
This was in the city, in Stuyvesant.
Yes, in Stuyvesant Town. We came in to visit them. There's Nanny Beatty. Look at Nanny B holding her. Look at my mother. The fountain. What they think they had a geyser there, Old Faithful.
Well, faithful.
Still there.
Everyone's taking a walk.
Look at Grandpa Jules. Look how thin I was.
That's Andy again, Shockway.
And who is that next to her? Frannie. I
Frannie,
think
that
it's
looks like Frannie, yeah.
Frannie Shinewall. Janie and Ruby's daughter.
How old is Andy there?
Andy is about 6 or 7 months. Not more than that. And this was in Long Beach. We went to Long Beach. No, it was this summer. It was August. And Frannie, let's see, Frannie was born in April of 1948. So she was 10 months older than Andy. And Andy was just about 6 months old there. There's Aunt Gussie, Aunt Git. That's it. Grandma Essie's sister, younger sister, Janie's mother.
We're gonna mow up the place. That's the little lawn mower.
Uncle Jaime, Janie's father, Jaime Sidner, the mayor of Long Beach.
There she is in the carriage again.
And this was taken at Manhattan Beach because I remember. Oh, see the laundry hanging on the line? Whose pocketbook is she eating? She was a little older there, more than 6 months.
In the horse,
Oh, she loved
rocking
that.
horse.
Both of you did.
Yeah.
She's got a little hair.
Yeah, a little, very little. Barbara, you and Andy loved that horse. I don't know if it lived for Stephen. I really don't think it survived. Because I don't remember any pictures of Stephen in it.
She's a really beautiful baby.
Look how happy she was in it. You know the pictures are fading, Jack?
Well, listen, you know how old they are?
You know what gets me about these pictures, we were so interested in taking pictures of the children.
We didn't take of the adults.
We didn't take of the adults because Grandma Nanny B is there, my mother is there, my father.
No.
Oh, look,
That's
look.
Grandma B.
Would you recognize her, Barbara?
Yeah. She looks so great.
Doesn't she?
She's beautiful.
She was a beautiful woman. What is she giving her there? I can't make it out. Can you, Jack?
I don't know. I can't make it out either. I don't know what it is. I don't think it was food. It was just something she gave her.
Oh, this was at a Hoffman
Murray
meeting.
Bloom and...
No,
Murray, yeah.
No, one of the dinners Grandma Essie made. There's Nanny, there's Grandma Essie's Grandpa Dick, there's Grandpa Jules, Janie, Frannie, Ruby.
Jaime, Gussie.
Gussie. And then Mr. and Mrs. Bloom were in the foreground there.
Sylvia Bloom. Murray Bloom and
Sylvia Bloom. They were very good friends of Grandma Essie and Grandpa Dick. I think this probably was Thanksgiving. Probably Thanksgiving. And she's about, look at Daddy, look at your daddy, how handsome he was. Jack, you were good looking. See her standing? She pulled herself up. She's getting more hair. It was after Thanksgiving. She was probably about 10 months old. 9 months. Thanksgiving, she had to be 9 months. Because I see Frannie is still there. His grandma's old rug. Frannie is crawling. Look how pretty Frannie was. Oh, look at your mother. Grandpa Dick, Grandma Essie. Mrs. Bloom, Grandpa B, Mr. Bloom, Uncle Jaime, Ruby, Janie, Frannie, Grandma's rich, Grandpa Jules, and
Gussie.
Grandma
Thank you.
Shirley, and Grandpa Jack. I mean, they weren't grandparents then. Mommy and Daddy with Andy.
Giddy up. You're too slow.
I think the dress she was wearing may have been
Happy birthday, Andy Joe.
Her first birthday, February 1950. That blue dress, I think, was Marcia Stein's, if I can remember correctly.
Did you bake that,
No,
No, I think we bought it.
we bought it. Look at her with a party hat. Grandpa Dick is holding her.
You're talking about standing on a table, huh?
Look at that smile on her. Same smile she had all her life. She reminds me of one of the babies, but I don't know which one. Oh, yes,
Uncle Jimmy.
Uncle Jimmy. Where's Aunt Libby?
Libby's got to be there somewhere.
Aunt Fanny? I don't see Aunt Libby.
She was next to Fanny, I think.
I don't see
But
Aunt
you
Libby.
couldn't
Look how
she
wonderful
didn't show
Uncle
up.
Jimmy looks. This is in Manhattan Beach, in our one-bedroom apartment. Now wait, where do you see Andy grab for the knife? Look at her. Oh, did you see that? You see her grab for the knife? No.
The way she tilted her head just then was so Andy.
Andy, it just shows you the traits you have when you're little. Carry a lot of them through life.
Where is she?
Your mother,
Wait till you
the
see what she
philosopher.
looks like when she gets through.
And she's eating the plate. She always loved chocolate. There's Aunt Libby dancing. Mike, where's Mike? Oh, it's my Aunt Libby. There's my father.
Now we're going for a walk.
Again. Look at me parading around in those high heels. Look at her, that's on top of Nanny Beatty. We had we had white cabinets against a forest green wall. In the kitchen half of the living room was one big room, and in the rear we had an American Beauty rose. And the front hall was painted chartreuse. Remember, Jack?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's Tiny. There's Grandma Essie and Grandpa Dick's dog. And one shoulder strap is hanging down. And look at her in jeans. She doesn't seem to be getting any more hair. Oh, what was Grandma Essie making, blintzes?
No, I think she was warming a bottle there.
No, she was making something.
Oh,
Yes, I said
you're right. She
she was
was making
making
blitzes.
I know it. There's Grandma Essie making blintzes. Your mother with her hair up in bobby pins. There's Nanny B. Andy's clapping hands. Oh, God, remember that? Ida and Al bought us that fish.
Yeah, the fish.
Right. I remember that. They brought it to the house, I think, the first time they came. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm an Indian.
Well, we're standing. By herself?
herself or someone's hanging on to her?
No, no one's hanging on to her.
She's standing by herself. She was, no.
No, now they're hanging on to her.
Holding
Because
it by
she's
her
walking.
dress. She walked about 14 months. But she was standing by herself, of course, before that. That's in Grandma Essie's house. I recognize the rug. Oh, she's walking. She's toddling along. Look at the smile. Same smile, Barbara. We made
Look,
her
no
walk.
hands, no hands.
Look, Ma, no hands. Look at those feet
Feet
stuck
spread apart.
They're holding up a banana for her. This is taking another time. You notice she's walking better. Her teeth with her doll carriage. The doll carriage was bigger than she was. You know what? She's holding her head to the side the way she used to. Barbara, did you notice
Yeah, I
that?
noticed it before at her 1-year party.
Uncle Jimmy? My beautiful secretary, how we destroyed that. Uncle Jimmy looks good. Hi, Uncle Jimmy. I loved you.
Out in the park?
Park. Was this the park or in the project? No, we
This
didn't
was in
have
the
a swing.
project. This was in, I
No,
think,
we
in the
didn't have
project.
this in the project.
No?
We went to a
We
park.
may have been in the park, yeah.
Park.
I think so. We get in and out of the car here, I think.
I love that outfit. Look at that outfit on her. It was navy and red. She was happy on there, wasn't afraid. Here's Andy walking with Daddy. Boom. Dancing with Nanny B, Grandma Beatty. I don't know what park it was. It was probably
Maybe
near Manhattan Beach.
Well,
I don't know. It may have been in Valley Stream
Valley
State.
Stream. This was a picnic. Hoffman
There's
picnic.
Bell November. And
Grandpa Dick, Grandma Essie.
oh, A.B.
A.B.
Horowitz.
Horowitz. Who's
Oh, that's Jerry and his girlfriend. That was
Yeah,
Esther
Esther
Ann.
Ann.
Sure, that was the park in Valley Stream. I want her to go to sleep. Ha ha ha. Joke. There's Murray Bloom walking with the carriage and Grandpa Dick standing there. A bird on a stick. We're not in the park anymore. I think we went to West Street to visit. I think in a minute I'll be able to tell you. Look at those shoes I was wearing. I always like fancy shoes.